get you information from the fast-moving developments out of the Middle East now, the conflict entering its fourth week. New for you this morning, President Trump has extended his deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, saying the U.S. will hold off on attacking Iranian power plants for 5 days. This sent just minutes ago. CBS senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe joins us now for more on this. Ed, what do you make of this? Is it a backpedal? Is it President Trump folding? What is this update from the president representative of?
Errol, it was unexpected, especially the news about productive talks over the last 2 days with Iran. There'd been no public indication that that was happening. And he says that based on the tenor and tone of these in-depth, detailed and constructive conversations, which will continue throughout the week, I've instructed the Pentagon to postpone any and all military strikes against Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure for a 5-day period, subject to the success of the ongoing meetings and discussions. As you said, over the weekend, he threatened to start bombing Iranian power plants and other infrastructure near the Strait of Hormuz, essentially late tonight, Eastern Standard Time, if Iran hadn't backed off. The Iranians had suggested in recent days that the Strait of Hormuz was open and that because of this war of choice initiated by the United States, oil tankers were being scared off. So the president had essentially started the clock, and now this morning, with about 12 hours to go, announces that, in fact, it's being postponed, at least for now. That's an encouraging sign. But who exactly he's talking to, or his administration is talking to, where, if it's direct, if it's indirect, involving what other country, all of that's still unclear this morning. The president likes to surprise us and control this messaging, obviously, so we'll spend the next few hours trying to sort out what exactly may have transpired here and to what extent his decision to hold off for now is, in fact, valid and won't be violated later tonight. But an encouraging sign, certainly for those who are hoping for an easing of hostilities. And, of course, all of it comes, and I know you're going to talk to Anthony about this, amid growing public dissatisfaction with this war, concern and confusion about what exactly is the point of it and to what end will it continue. And, of course, the price for it all here at home, with gas prices soaring and the inevitable increase in other things because of those gas prices. Yeah, public opinion and the cost of fuel may have, in fact, contributed to that decision. We will find out. Ed O'Keefe, we'll see.
Thank you very much. CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata brings us the latest now on the fighting, including new attacks from Israel.
Israel launched a new wave of airstrikes targeting Iran as the death toll climbed to more than 3,200, according to human rights groups. Yet, after more than 3 weeks of bombardment, Iran continues to strike back. 2 ballistic missiles hit the Israeli cities of Dimona and Arad over the weekend, not far from Israel's main nuclear research facility, wounding around 200 people. Here at the scene of one of those missile strikes, you can see this massive crater left behind. But officials tell me, as bad as this was, it could have been a lot worse because it landed in the middle of this neighborhood of apartment blocks instead of a direct hit on top of one.
The rescue operations were very complex. We were talking about people that were trapped underneath rubble. We had to use dogs. We had to use drones.
Israel's early warning system and extensive bomb shelter network saved countless lives. In Israel's other war against Hezbollah in Lebanon, Israeli airstrikes blew up a coastal highway bridge. Lebanese officials say more than 1 million people have been displaced. The launch of 2 intermediate-range ballistic missiles in the direction of the joint U.S.-UK military base of Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean, more than 2,000 miles away from Iran, has raised serious concerns about both the reach and supply of its longer-range missiles. While unsuccessful, Iran said it wasn't even developing missiles that could cover 1,200 miles. Those longer-range missiles, and revealing they've got them, potentially puts European capitals and even more U.S. military bases at risk. Errol?
All right, Charlie, thank you very much.